So, Bethany, let's begin with you.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So, how are you with being still for 1 to 2 hours, let's say, or at least something that feels like 1 to 2 hours potentially?
Is okay, what is in this closet with me?
Well, you are not in a closet. You are behind a filing cabinet that you kind of
Oh,
push a little forward to get behind it in the manager's office. And this is the kind of manager that, and Andrea will be able to testify to this, does not exactly go with hands-on management as far as technique goes. They literally kind of came in and then they came into the office and started on their computer, and they haven't left the office since then. So for about a couple hours, you've been behind a filing cabinet.
I've well, actually, I'm stronger than I am fast, but I'm not that strong. So I will probably have to have shifted once or twice because unless I'm leaning up against the wall, I have to hunker down behind this thing.
I want you to give me a
Ye-
perception roll while you are hunkered down.
A perception roll. All right, I will. Do I have any modifiers?
Uh, always do notice when it's a perception plus
Oh,
notice,
no.
and
Okay, so always so it's a notice roll.
yes, does perception plus notice go together like peanut butter and bananas?
Well,
If you are
yeah.
Elvis Presley.
Let's see if that actually rolled what it's supposed to have rolled. It rolled a d10 plus 2 and 2 or 4. Okay, yes. So I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Unfortunately, you are not at the part of the filing cabinet that has open drawers. There's one part with a little bit of rust, but not enough for you to like get into without
Oh.
making noise. So your muscles are starting to ache. And then the manager gets a phone call on his phone. And you start to hear some very interesting information. And he's talking to someone, and it is about a meat delivery, which would be pretty mundane, except for the fact that he's like, well, yeah, I know your mother's representative. No, we have the meat supply. No, it's going over to the school. Yeah. Yeah, I hired the guys. I'm gonna meet them at the school. Of course I don't trust them. I think I was born yesterday. We're being paid a lot to do this, alright? Well, it's not my spell. Look, I'm gonna get the job done, okay? I've got this new worker. She's like got blue hair, but she's a pretty good employee. She even washes her hands and everything. I told her she didn't have to wash her hands, but she washed her hands anyway. She's got a great name. It's Alice, Mabel. I don't know. It's something blue. She's got blue hair. That's all you need to know. Uh, yeah, yes. No, it's fine. The ceremony's gonna go off without a hitch. Yes, yes. So the
Okay.
manager is doing a lot of yas and a lot of like agreeing, and then he ends the phone call with "Mother loves you too." And he puts up the phone. He goes, "You know what? I'm not hired. I'm not getting paid enough for this. I don't know why they can't just outsource to vampires. I don't know why they have to get the rest of us involved. Whatever. It's enough. It's enough coin. It'll be fine. Now I gotta go deal with this thing. Eh, these kids here are gonna have it bad enough in a few minutes, anyways. I better get out of Dodge while the getting's out good." And the manager does a couple things on the computer and gets up and goes to the door frame. He yells at, "Hey, Alice, Anne, you in the blue with the hairnet."
Kimmy?
Yeah, Kendall, whatever your name is. You're in charge. I'm gonna go out for a couple hours. Got a thing to do for corporate. You're in charge. Um, you know where all the panic buttons or stuff are if you need the cops or whatever.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
be
you
back in a
should
couple
go.
hours.
Yeah, go do what
Yeah,
you got. I got this under control. It's fine. I've been working here for like 2 hours.
yeah.
I got
Just
this.
like thanks for washing your hands and whatever. Yeah, good job. And then the manager
Okay.
just walks out of the restaurant through the back.
Oh, thank freaking God.
Is the restaurant isn't open yet though, right?
No, the restaurant is open now.
Oh, it
You've
is?
literally we are now at the point where whoever else was in the restaurant,
Oh, right,
the
because I
thing that
was I
Fiona,
was
yeah,
yeah, I was trying to get
yeah,
Fiona's attention before she did a thing. And
yeah.
didn't.
So we're not including Fiona yet. Right
Right,
now,
okay.
it's Bethany in the office and just you. So it's just back of house right now, front of house. But everyone in front
Okay.
of house, please hold for a moment, and we're gonna get to you shortly.
Yeah, well,
I'm fine.
If it's
I'm
still my
fine.
turn, I want to go directly to the freezer and try to lock myself in to finish that spell. To
oh,
break the
Uh,
other spell.
yeah, sure. If you'd like to try to finish the spell,
Yeah.
we'll see if you can. We'll see if anything distracts you. If you'd like to go ahead and lock yourself in the freezer to finish that spell, sure,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do.
Okay. Please remind us what spell you're using and how long that spell takes.
Sure. I am going to do Break the Words of Magic. It takes 30, it's a 30-minute ritual. And it will break the spell that is on the meat.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully.
Will.
I mean, it
30
absolutely will
minutes.
because I am well versed in my magic and
Yeah.
nothing ever goes wrong.
The only hitch with that is that it's going to take 30
It
minutes.
takes 30 minutes.
Have you roll yet for that? For reasons I'll become apparent. Bethany, no one in the office.
I go running out of the office and towards the front of the house, looking for the blue-haired girl.
Cool. You just missed the blue-haired girl, but you see the last strands of blue hair as they're entering the freezer. So apparently the girl just went in the freezer.
I'm gonna follow her into the freezer.
Cool. So you know how you wanted to do that spell that requires concentration and you can't be disturbed while you're doing the spell piper?
Yep. This is the
You're
second
currently
time I've
being
been interrupted.
disturbed. Yep. It's
Yeah.
gotta be. It's like a Laurel and Hardy episode. Really, is what it is.
I feel like this is like a Scooby-Doo episode where they're each like running down the hall one at a time and like going in the opposite door. So yeah, as somebody comes in behind me, I imagine that I just like finished sprinkling the powder again and like centering myself and started the spell for the ritual, and the door opens and I'm like, are you kidding me? What?
I will give you this
Okay.
for information because I'm helpful and loving GM.
Mm-hmm.
Sunnydale Meats is a weird place to get meat from. Because even though you're not a slayer, you know enough about Sunnydale to know no meat should be coming out of Sunnydale. So I will give you that hint, and then I will allow Bethany to interrupt your spell for the second time your spell has been interrupted.
So Bethany is a tall, slender girl with long brown hair. She's wearing Guess jeans, maybe her mom's, and a black t-shirt. And she basically she hurries in and she's like, "Are you Piper?
Yes.
We've got to get out of here. They've got a spell on this entire place and something bad is about to happen in here."
I know. I'm trying to break the spell, but I keep getting interrupted.
No, you don't understand. Something bad is gonna happen to the people in here. He
I
left
know.
because
Wait, what?
he mentioned vampires. I don't even know if vampires they're probably real, but I don't know.
No,
We've got
they're real. Yeah, no,
we
they
have
are
to get
absolutely real.
everybody out of here.
Yeah, okay. See, there are bugs in the meat, and then there is a spell. And I need to break the spell so that everybody will stop eating this disgusting meat.
I mean, it's just protein. What do you have against protein in meat? You know, you go to Taco Bell, right? I'm just saying.
Listen, Taco Bell, there are no legs in Taco Bell meat, okay? If there
Are you
are,
sure
they are
about that?
ground up. No, if there are, they are ground up enough that I don't know that they're there.
Nope.
So that's enough. Okay.
No. Okay, so the dude, he's okay. You're not the Slayer, are you?
No, no.
Okay,
But
my
the
mom
Slayer
that told me to
disappeared.
ask.
The Slayer
Yeah,
disappeared
she
6 months
hasn't been
ago.
seen in 6 months.
It was actually he. Um,
Oh,
he hasn't been
well,
seen in 6 months.
your
Yeah,
boss
no.
is
He was a friend of mine.
green and spiky.
What?
He is green and spiky.
Oh,
That human face isn't real. We
oh,
you don't
oh.
understand. They set
Okay.
something up bad to happen inside this place.
Okay.
Like everybody
Okay.
is gonna.
I need 30 minutes by myself to break this spell. Can you get everybody else out? Like, can you like pull the fire alarm or something and get everybody out?
Yes, if they haven't eaten any of the meat yet.
Oh. Um,
Oh gosh,
I've seen a couple people eat. I tried to stop them, but I couldn't. I couldn't like smack it out of their hands without
they
the guy.
served the meat in the school too,
It was in the school.
in the sloppy joes. I didn't eat
Oh,
any.
oh, I didn't either. I didn't. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Okay, yeah. Can you cause something to get everybody out? Maybe even start a fire. I don't know. I will.
So you
I
know
need to
how
break this spell.
yeah.
What?
So you know how you say you know how people say don't say what's that phrase that you're not supposed to say when everything's going well and you say it and things get jinxed?
Uh-oh.
Oh
You know
no.
how that phrase happens? Well, here's the thing. While you've been catching up in the walk-in, things have been happening outside,
Oh no.
and you hear
Oh
a
no.
scream in the walk-in. And I will set the scene for what's happening outside so the people outside the walk-in can decide their reaction. And then you can come out from the walk-in and gauge your reaction. Now, let's bear in mind this is sort of a grand opening weekend for Sir Shakes, a oddly 1950s themed burger joint, where a whole bunch of people have received coupons for a free meal.
Mm-hmm.
So do you remember how, especially for you, Simon, do you remember how I told you that Denise was getting a little feral with the burger?
Yeah.
So Denise really prides herself on her appearance, and she's gone to a place that's a little dark, and even the AV guys are like backing up a little bit, and they are kind of her loyal followers because she pays them a lot of money to document her life like she's Lauren on the Hills, back when Lauren on the Hills was a thing. Um, there's no other way to describe this than the guttural scream that comes from her, and she just screams the word, and I'm not going to do it loudly because I'm going to break my mic. She just screams the word burger. And it's this like high pitched banshee wail. And she is like hunched over a little bit. And she starts like running for the counter. And anyone in her way is about to get mowed down. And so I would like an opportunity for Simon and Katie, who are in the dining room. Katie, of course, having bitten into the spider burger. So that's also something psychically you're going to have to live through. Denise has begun um, more or less attacking patrons to try to get at the burger supply behind the counter. You're not sure because she's not really a Jim's type necessarily, but something tells you if she doesn't get another burger and quick, there might be some problems, say, that occur in the dining room. So, Simon, Katie, what's your thought process like as Denise Miskagill, the darling of Carter Havenside, goes, shall we say, off her rocker?
Well, I have a bag with a burger in it, so I'm gonna pull the burger out and be like, "Look, look, burger!" And then I'm gonna throw it at one of the doors.
Great. So first, I'm going to ask you, because this is a very important thing for you, what did you do for your little brother when you started to see Denise going off the rails?
I put myself between him and her, so I pushed him behind me.
And so normally this would be a dexterity, but because it's like a throwing thing, that's explicitly strength. So I want you to give me a strength roll.
Strength and what else?
Uh,
Getting medieval?
No, because that's.
I mean, technically, it's a thrown weapon.
I kind of want it to be kung fu because that will give me that dexterity I kind of like. So how about strength
Okay.
and kung fu for that? I think that's wise.
Works for me.
Yeah. You know kung fu, or at least burger fu. Burger fu. I'd open up that restaurant.
13.
13.
So he literally just like
Yeah.
shurikens the burger at the door.
Yes, which is a great way to get Denise off your case, but unfortunately, now Denise's body is blocking the front door as she goes hopping after the burger. So you've inadvertently created a fire hazard. Katie! So there's bugs in the burger, and you've
Yeah.
eaten some of that burger.
Nope.
Unfortunately, the unnerving part of it,
No.
unnervingly, it still smells really good.
No,
Like-
no,
Yeah.
because here's the thing. She has a thing about textures and sticks in food, that sticks shouldn't be in food, and legs are basically just
Yeah.
sticks once rigor mortis sets in. So like basically she just doesn't, she's a thing. So right now she's trying not to throw up. Because yes, it smells really good, and so she would normally eat something that smells really good, but like she just she's
So whatever you would like to do to deal with this.
I would love to try not to eat the burger.
I wasn't going to make you like eat, I wasn't going to do like a psychic roll where you're like hypnotized by the burger or anything. It's not that kind of spell. But like, just you have that awareness. This isn't the kind of thing where it gives you damage, but like, you just watched a jock, I guess, from the school throw a burger towards the door. Denise goes after it like an unhinged wild animal almost. Not quite on all fours, but like if you didn't think there was a spell, there's definitely a spell now. Like like if there was not something magical happening before, there's definitely something magical happening in this moment now to very mortal, very squishy people.
She's going to.
I would like to point out it's. Sorry, go ahead.
No. She was just gonna put it to the side. She doesn't necessarily want to like add to the weird feralness of the situation. So just kind of like wants to put it aside so she can't. So like that she doesn't have somebody like trying to get it. And she wants to like yell at Simon. Dude, what the hell? Like, do you know what's going on? Because shit feels magic to me.
I have no clue. There's supposed to be more than one entrance. Why does this stupid restaurant only have one? I'm getting my brother out of here.
I mean, it's okay as long as that entrance doesn't suddenly disappear. Don't take notes, GM.
Look, I'm just here
That's
for a good
amazing.
time, not a long time. I wasn't going to make the door disappear, but it's not the worst idea that someone's ever had in one of my games.
To be fair, I make the door disappear in every single one of my games that I run. So
There's actually two doors. There's a door in the back. I came
it's
into
like
the
to the
door back.
kitchen.
That's the one I came
Yeah.
into.
There is technically, assuming you can get into the back.
Yeah, she's gonna want to try.
Well-
she's gonna try to get to the back. I think.
Okay. Then give me like some sort of dexterity agility to get over the counter if that's what you wish to do, Fiona.
Yeah, that sounds really good. So she will roll Dex. So it's a D10 plus whatever the thing says on there, right?
Yeah, so your dexterity, I'm going to say plus acrobatics because it's just a high enough counter to be a thing.
Okay. So my Dex is a 7 and my acrobatics is a 3. So does that mean my a 10 is the lowest, or well, 11 technically, I guess, is the lowest I could possibly go? Okay, just making sure I understand the math. That being said, that's a 19
That's a 19.
because I got a 9 on the die.
You do that really weird, wonderful high kick that somehow Buffy and Submerge always did while in heels. chunky though they may be, she did that kick in heels. Let's be real about that. That's craziness.
Yeah.
Simon, you just watched this 2003 era dressed pink and black scene girl like go flying over the counter like she's about to rob the joint, but does not seem to be concerned with robbing the joint. Denise is now screaming full tilt while eating a burger. It's not going well in the front of the place specifically. I'm in.
Yeah, you know what? There's another burger apparently that's sitting on the table.
Yeah, it's only got like one bite out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab that burger and I'll be like, "Hey, look, burger!" And then I'm gonna throw it like towards one of the far walls away from the door.
Cool. Hey, so you know how Denise had been eating the burger? A couple other people were eating them too, so now there's like a small pack of people going after the second burger. Unfortunately, Denise is still eating the first, so Denise is still blocking the front exit of the building.
Oh, crap! All right, I guess I'm grabbing my little brother and going and following the chick in the. I don't know. Did you say that was? You said that was hot pink, right?
It's definitely
So
hot
she must
pink.
be wearing like
Yeah.
neon red.
Something like that. Yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and give me that dexterity acrobatics, but you're gonna have a -1 penalty because your little brother is not quite as dexterous or agile as you. And they are your primary concern.
You're also not a slayer.
I got a 14.
You got a 14. Well, then
I
you
did.
will make it. You are now standing next to Scene Girl. There is a door right there leading back into the kitchen. Do you wish to go into the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Cool beans. As you go into the kitchen, there is... I don't know. Piper, what's happening to the walk-in? Are you, in spite of the screaming and yelling, trying desperately to even start your spell at this point? I mean, how's your concentration doing?
I really feel strongly that I need to break this spell. Um,
That's a good feeling.
so yeah, I imagine that Bethany and I are trying to figure out what to do as the other two plus the little brother come running in the back.
Yeah, and to be clear, walk-ins are not soundproof, so now you can hear people in the back of this kitchen, which is not helping your concentration.
Well, I was supposed to be heading out to try and do something. So basically,
Yeah. So, Bethany, if you would like to exit the walk-in, you come across, because of your family history, I'm not even going to make you do a roll for this. Like, if this girl in pink and black is not a Slayer protege, you know, who's going to be a Slayer protege, right?
I'm pointing to the girl in pink. I'm like, Slayer?
Yeah. We're. I mean, yes. And you?
Where's the back door? I need to get my brother out of here. Where's the back door? You
Back
can
door?
deal with whatever girly. Yeah, thank you. I'm out of here. Bye.
Piper
Did
yells
you just
from
say
the
girly
walk-in.
shit while we're talking about
I'm
Slayer
trying
business?
to concentrate.
I'm trying.
Okay, let's leave.
Vision
her-
girl. But also, there are freaking vampires gonna happen
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, there are
I
bugs
think
in the meat. Did you know there are bugs in the meat? Are you aware that there are bugs in your meat?
I haven't eaten any of the meat, but I already knew that they were bad.
Yeah.
The meat's a trap. Just get out of the building. And then
That
I'm
doesn't
fleeing.
quite catch the vibe that I'm giving you. Like, that is not quite a good enough word.
I don't understand how this works. I'm really new to all this, but she needs to do a spell to stop this meat doing the whatever it's doing.
Okay. So where's the quietest? So is that walk-in freezer absolutely the quietest? Also, the freezer? Really? That's the choice that you made?
That's where the meat is, and that's where the spell is. So that's
You have to be next to the meat to do the spell to make them. Is it proximal?
directly onto
Like, do you need to be?
yeah. I have to be there.
I turn
Oh.
around and I look at you, Piper, and I'm like, and I mouth the word Slayer to her, to Piper.
Oh,
Ugh.
okay.
Yeah.
By the way,
Uh,
you can all both now, you can hear and see and smell what's happening out there. Like, things are pretty devolved with the teenagers that have eaten the burgers, so, like,
I need 30
Yeah.
minutes. I need 30 minutes
We're
to
not
break the
gonna get
spell.
30 minutes.
Okay,
We're not.
I could beat some people up. That's probably a thing that I can do. Maybe I can get them outside. Like maybe I can like kick them out of the door.
I have a
Can we-
How many
question.
people are we talking about?
Is anything preventing me from leaving through the back door?
you've left through the back door, but you're not out of this scene quite yet. And I will explain why once the
Like-
ladies in charge have
Like,
made some
That's-
choices.
grab a thing of meat and take it out and have them follow you out of the store?
That's a good plan. You mean me?
I'm
I can do it. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just clarifying. Yeah. So she's just gonna grab a packet of meat and like go.
I would love for
making
you to
sure
give
there are
me
no
a.
like. Okay, go
Let's
ahead.
see. I want you to give me a strength plus. Let's just your strength is pretty high. Let's just do a D10 plus strength and see if we need to add anything. For carrying a big old box of meat.
That's a 16 because that is a 10 on the die.
So you're
I
gonna
love that
carry.
vampire dice.
So, by the way, this is not cooked meat. So you're carrying some raw meat,
Fine.
bearing in mind the things that are inside of this raw meat. But
Okay.
the box is open, so you don't have to look at it unless you want to. But yeah, so
Is there like is there a bowl, like a stainless steel bowl or something that I can put it in?
it's a kitchen.
Maybe wash my hands off real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay,
Yeah.
stainless steel bowl. Get some gloves. I'll take some gloves and put them on my hands. Get the meat, put it in the bowl. Take the gloves off, throw them away, and then I will run out into the into the fray with the meat that they're obsessed with. Oh, God, I'm gonna die.
No, well, we'll see. So, Simon, as you are booking it with your little bro, you get a phone call because, again, in 2005, you didn't have internet, but you had cell phones. So, Simon, you have your little brother, you're booking it. You get a phone call. It's from Andy, of all people. It's weird to get a phone call from Andy. Like, even when you were popular, Andy never called anybody. This is a weird thing to be getting.
Okay, hello?
Dude! Oh my god, he picked up the phone, thank god. They're coming. They're coming, you gotta. Boom, boom.
They who?
Please, I don't know, they have weird faces. They're really scary, they're trying to get us to drink the punch. You gotta call somebody, you gotta call the FBI. You gotta call Coach.
Drink the Where are you?
I'm at school.
The FBI.
And the Sloppy Joes, man. They were like, now it's time, mother loves you. And I was like, I don't know that I want this. And like, they want us to all drink the punch. And I ran because I like kicked somebody in the nads. And now I'm like in the bathroom. And it's like the dorky kids' bathrooms. There's like a D&D thing on the wall. And I hate this. Please come. You've got to come. Call the FBI. Call the CIA. Call everyone. Please, Simon. I need your help. You're the only one that picked up your phone. No one likes me.
I'll see what I can do.
Cool.
Simon's gonna hang up, put his hands on his little brother's shoulders, and go, "You need to go home right now. Don't talk to anybody. Don't stop anywhere. Go straight home."
Your little brother looks up and goes, "You said we were gonna have burgers. Can I have the fries at least?"
He's like not holding on to the bag because he dropped it. I'll grab a burger on my way home from somewhere else.
Okay. That was
Don't worry.
weird. I don't want to go back to that Sir Shake's place. That was weird.
Nope. We're never going back. Nope.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna get you a burger from somewhere else.
Okay. I'll be good. I'll be good.
Go straight home.
And we'll say for purpose of this, we're not going to do any more damage to your life. You go straight home.
Oh, thank gosh.
So, Katie, suffice it to say, if this were a zombie movie and you weren't a slayer, this would have been a really bad idea. So here's the thing that I want us to kind of talk through, because the system does have a thing for having multiple enemies at the same time. This is a non-traditional enemy, but basically you can roll to do something against multiple people, but every roll you make after the first one has a -2 penalty attached. So your first roll will be whatever the roll is, second roll will be -2, third roll will be -4, and so on and so forth. So you have this box of meat, you're running it through. Some people have picked up the scent of this weird meat that again has a spell of tastiness put on it, I guess, for lack of better terminology. Denise especially is going to be a problem, so you at least need to do something about Denise, because she is blocking the door.
Yeah.
Anything else that happens after that is really up to you, Slayer. Again, a Slayer's duty not necessarily encompassing having to do with mortals, but mortals under the influence of bad burgers. Hashtag bad candy reference. I was trying so hard. Trying so hard for that, y'all.
I mean, this is also just Double Meat Palace in terrifying ways.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do an homage to a beloved episode of a beloved series in a TTRPG. You can ask Isabeth. I've never done that.
Never, not once.
Not once.
No. So
my life exists in a vacuum. There are no pop culture references in my works.
You literally just did a Chuck reference, but so she is going to walk over. She's run over to Denise, and actually before she goes out into the fray, can she put gloves back in her hands? No, I didn't think about it.
Not really, because unless you're like gonna actually grab the meat out of the box itself.
I was gonna think about
box of meat.
Throwing.
You could just use the box itself and just like toss back and forth and just let the meat go flying.
That's fair. So she's going to.
Sir Shakes, we have the meats.
I don't think that's what James Earl Jones had in mind when he made those commercials. Okay, so she's gonna walk over to the group. She's gonna run over to the group, get into the centermost section of the group, and sort of. She's gonna take the box of meat or the bowl of meat or whatever, and like throw it down on the ground, so that it's in front of her feet, kind of like soccer ball kind of thing.
Cool.
And she's gonna wait to see if what they do, whether they react to her or the meat specifically.
So here's where I do need you to give me a Constitution roll.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Constitution plus getting medieval, if you please.
So that's an 18.
That's an 18. Great. So one good thing you should know is when cold, this spell does not work on the meat. So it's just kind of very gross for you. It's just very like pink slime, proto chicken nugget look kind of thing. Like kind of thing Jamie Oliver absolutely hates with every fiber of his being. You're gonna get shoved around a lot because you're not a tasty zombie treat, but you are definitely in the way. So I now need a dexterity plus acrobatics, and this will be at a -2.
So it's 8 plus 16. These freaking Vampire the Masquerade dice. They've been just sitting in a bag for like almost a year at this point, waiting to be used again.
It's their moment.
It
So
is
what was
their
that?
moment. 18.
Oh, and so with
Oh
the
wait, no, I'm
negative
sorry, 16. 16, because it would have been, so 10, it's a 10 as a standard, -2 is 8, plus another 8 is 16. So
cool. So a couple of them like kind of grab onto you to try to get to the box, but they are still very mortal and squishy. So you do manage to like get the front door open, which is good. First victory achieved. Simon, you have a choice to make. Do you encounter Fiona in the front? Or are you running back to the back where Bethany and the disturbed Piper, who is never gonna get half an hour peace in all of her born existence, trying to get the spell off Crane? Or Andrea or Kimmy or whatever name she's apparently using today.
Um,
Or would you go to school all by yourself and not tell anyone? Because that is an option you have.
I feel like he'd be like trying to decide what to do next when Fiona busts out the front door.
Cool.
So he's still standing in the parking lot when she busts out.
Fabulous. We'll go back to the kitchen and then we'll come back up front with you two. So, Bethany, Piper. Bethany, you just watched that successfully happen. Piper, you're still in it to win it with the spell.
Yeah, but I have a question first.
All right.
So before Carrie went missing, we were close.
Yes.
Carrie helped me a lot. Um, would I know that multiple slayers were activated, or knowing that this new like rave girl is the slayer, does that make me think that Aaron is dead? Aaron?
Aaron, yeah.
Aaron, okay.
You don't have access to the Slayer hotline in San Francisco. And you wrote the Slayer show. It's not necessarily something that the Watcher would have given you information on.
Okay.
So, it's your decision. They've been gone 6 months, so even if they were, you know, a lot of crazy things in this world.
Yeah. Yeah, so she probably thinks that at this point, knowing that there's a new Slayer, at least one of her friends is dead. So she is going to, yeah, she's gonna try to.
Are you going to Jenna Flame the entire restaurant in anger and anguish?
I'm not gonna go full evil Willow yet.
Oh,
I
you
want
never
that
go
yet.
full evil Willow. This is Shadows of Nox. We can do that, by the way. Like, I'll
That
just
would
add
just-
some
you know-
stuff to the content warning.
I just need
The
you to
whole
flay
problem with
somebody.
that is we have learned out of character that cooking the meat activates the spell. So you'd be calling all of the zombies here.
I know. That would be such an unfortunate, unintended, and unplanned for consequence of your actions.
I said yet. There, we still have a couple more sessions for Piper to go evil.
It's true. And there are
she's-
lots of worse things than death.
It's very true. Yeah, she's gonna try to push out the fact that Aaron is dead, push that out of her mind, and try to break the spell.
So because you're acting very mature, let's do a spell roll for
Okay.
you. Let's do a willpower and a good old fashioned occultism.
And if you have some drama points, maybe toss those in.
I have a
Yeah.
ton of drama points.
Yeah.
It's like story
Everybody should
points.
have at least a
no,
few.
it's like story points in Essence 20 in the Power Rangers game. Getting them to spend story points is like pulling teeth. I don't know what it is. They're free things you get. Y'all are so shy about
You
it.
said
I
Power
did
I
Rangers
don't-
not.
wasn't
I
right.
was not shy. Yes, last time in my solo.
I feel like it's because we forget. Because like it's the only game that I play that has something like that. So I just forget it
19.
exists.
19.
19.
Hooray.
You really want to be the hero of this story
I've been
because
trying to do this spell all
Yeah.
day. I really just want to finish this.
this is one of those things where if you could verbally punch a wall, you would have like punched the
Yeah.
hole in the freezer wall at this point. You do activate the spell. It wipes you out just a little bit, just because you were so like pushing the energy into it and concentrating so hard. But you do it.
Yes.
Yes.
It doesn't break the
So
spell,
the
does
meat
it?
doesn't. Well, no, the meat doesn't smell good anymore.
Okay.
Unfortunately, people have kind of given in to their feral side, so the smell of the meat is kind of beyond the point now.
But just for those that have given in, right? So if anybody new tries to eat it,
Yeah.
it won't have that effect on them, correct?
Oh yeah, sure, you betcha. Yeah.
Don't trust that
I
at
feel
all.
so I feel so comforted by that.
That's so Midwestern.
You did.
That's so
You
Midwestern.
did a
Sure.
good thing.
You betcha.
I
You betcha.
promise you did a
Absolutely.
good thing. Sure, you betcha. We'll have some coffee and
Sure.
bars after this session. Yeah.
But
my
it
God.
still takes
you-
30 minutes to do this?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it takes 30.
It's
It's
a-
a 30-minute ritual.
It's one of the more advanced spells that Piper put points in.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's a little
basically, I guess I'm going to be in the kitchen with something, the closest approximation to a baseball bat, just sort of trying to hold guard position.
So a broom
There's a
handle.
giant meat mallet. Like there's a giant heavy meat mallet. Yeah, you got that. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that strength die. You got an ample sucker right there for you. Yeah, definitely. Sharp little pointy hammer ends and all.
Yep, that's basically what I do.
Yeah.
So-
So Piper, what's the next step? What would you like to do with Bethany? Do you have anything you'd like to say?
I
Fiona,
turn
just
and
for
I'm
any-
like, there's more meat at the school and they're using vampires.
Okay. I guess let's go. Let's get the Slayer and regroup and figure out where we need to go next.
Bethany, did you notice that tone of voice when she said the word Slayer?
I noticed that it went very downturned, and I'm one of those people who's very hyper aware of around me because, I'm not the most liked kid in school,
Me either.
so I'm very, very hyper aware. So I'm like,
Someone's been spreading rumors about how weird the blue-haired girl is, so nobody likes her anymore.
No, Piper, you're really well liked by one person. Super well
The
liked by
one
one
person
person.
that I don't want to be liked by.
One
Is it-
ton of marrow. One ton of marrow.
yeah,
And so forth.
okay, well, I don't really want to go out through the front where the rest of them are.
No, let's go out the back and see if we can find the Slayer.
I'm Bethany, by the way, as we walk.
I'm Piper. Oh, I guess you knew that. I'm Piper.
Well, I know your first. Is it Piper Robbins?
Robin, no, it's Piper Crane.
Oh, the newspaper person called you Piper Robbins.
Does not surprise me. No, it's Piper Crane.
Yeah. So I'm really new to all of this stuff. Well, okay, I'm not really new. I'm sort of new. But according to the green guy who's not green, the Slayer hasn't been seen in 6 months, and now I sensed that one. How many Slayers are there?
When one dies, another one rises.
Oh. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. We have more important things to worry about right now.
Like vampires at the school, and a guy who actually green and spiky running a Sir Shakes, and a bunch of our classmates being that.
Yep. Just another Tuesday.
I don't remember it being this bad.
I thought things were getting back to normal, kind of. I mean, people were disappearing everywhere, but
Well, you may have heard of me as the girl with the weird party trick. I can tell you things about things that I touch.
oh, well, that can come in
I'm
handy.
Yeah, depends on the situation.
That's fair. Um, I'm I'm the weird girl. I'm a witch. If you hadn't figured that out.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, something about the powder and the chanting and the you know, gave it away.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
so we're walking and talking, so if Simon is anywhere there or
So let's travel to Simon. Apparently, the scene girl vaulted back again over the counter, now with the box of meat, and barreled through Janice, of all people, who's just. I hope everybody. I hope the AV people survived and got that on film all at the same time, Simon.
What? Oh God! Why did she bring the meat out here? Throw it back in the building!
I have a feeling you don't know how this works.
What makes you think I'm supposed to know how that works?
Well, you would be the more obvious candidate of the two of us. So,
What are you talking about?
look at me. Do you really do I look like I'm gonna beat up vampires? Just a thought.
There are vampires?
Thought you know what? And she's gonna throw the meat.
God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
She's tempted to throw it at you just because you're pissing her off, but like also she knows it's a really bad plan because she doesn't want you to get eaten. Um, so at this point, is she outside or is she still inside?
You are outside, and I will give you there is enough stuff that you could potentially block the door so that all those people can, if Piper does, or Andrea, or Kimmy, or whatever their name is, if Blue Hair Girl does the thing they were trying to do,
Yeah.
Potentially they could all get out of a magical hangover, so you could theoretically contain the door if you so wish. There's like a bench that you could drag over, a
Yeah.
couple of like iron trash cans, whatever you want to do.
Good.
You just have to hope the cops don't come by and cop cars wondering if you're doing anything amiss as a teenager.
Can't imagine what they would think.
ooh, me
Can't
Um,
imagine it all.
never.
Never.
I'm
Never
so
happened in the
innocent
history
in
of
my
So sweet and
fishnet.
innocent. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she will bar the door.
Even if
though.
she's messing around being innocent, I'm gonna start blocking the door.
Cool
She
beans.
definitely is blocking the door. Like that's definitely a thing.
Let's do a strength check for both of you, just to see. So let's do strength plus kung fu to see about getting stuff stacked against the doors. You can both do it.
Can I do strength in sports because I'm used to weightlifting?
I will allow it. Let's see what happens. Slayer versus Jock. It seems.
So that is a 16 total.
I got a 10 because I rolled a 2 on the dice.
Okay. So, Seeing Girl definitely beats you. She is much stronger than she appears. Also, and I cannot stress this enough, you've said vampires as though you just didn't get a phone call from weird jock hanger on Andy crying into a phone telling you essentially about Vampires
Vampires.
at the school.
He thought that Andy was high. So
Okay, that's fine. That you can believe whatever you want to believe, but if that's so, then there are a whole bunch of people high at the school, which may not be better necessarily.
okay, all right. So we have a problem. If vampires are real, they're at the school.
I mean, that's just a normal Tuesday.
How is that a normal Tuesday?
I prefer to think of it as a manic Monday, but I get what you're all going for, and
You
I
know,
appreciate it.
It's true. It's true. Because they're everywhere, dude.
How are they everywhere? Oh God, that explains so much. That explains so much.
Do you know nothing about Sunnydale and the goddamn? Sorry, I can't swear. I remember I can swear on this
No,
channel.
you can swear. Reminder: you are in Ocean Heights, which is across the
Yeah.
Sunnydale. That's
The
currently
crater,
a sinkhole. Outlet
Yeah,
mall.
that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
gas leak. So Sunnydale had a crater. It was a really big gas leak.
Yeah.
That's what the official government report says. Big gas
So
leak.
Sunnydale, as in the big sinkhole now. Why do you think that happened?
Gas leak? I mean, that's what the news said. That's what I'm going to choose to believe. Otherwise, nope, 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 nope.
You know what? You know what happens when you choose to not believe what's in front of your face? You get killed.
I know what happens when I choose not to believe what's in front of my face, because then I don't have to worry about the full moon, and I'm leaving now.
All right. Well, I tried.
So Bethany and Piper, you just heard the jock scream about the full moon as you are coming around the building. Because Simon is many things, but subtle in that moment was not one of them.
Oh.
So does that mean you're weird like us?
Nope, nope, I'm okay. I'm just a guy who does sports. That's all that matters.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. She kind of.
I gotta go rescue my friend from weird stuff.
She
What's your
winks
name?
at him? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What's your name? She's pointing at Simon. Your name.
Simon.
And then she points at the Slayer. What's your name?
Fiona.
I'm
I
sorry.
go by Fee. Fiona, but I go by Fee.
Fee and Simon. There are bad things now happening at the school. There's more meat there, and it's being delivered by vampires right now.
God, oh God, oh God. Why? Why?
I don't know why. Why did they want to addict people to the meat? And who the fuck is
It
Mother?
has spiders in it, okay?
Wait.
It has spiders in it. He's gonna
Oh.
like pull out a piece of. He's gonna pull out a napkin from his pocket that has a spider leg on it.
No.
Fee's gonna slap it out her hand like, bop, bop. Stop it! Stop it! We don't
Okay.
need more spiders, okay?
First things first. Did you just say mother?
Yes, I had a weird dream, but one of my classmates also had a weird dream about Mother, and then the dude on the phone who's the demon. God, I don't know. He's a
And
demon.
the chick in the bathroom with you with the burns. She said something.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, well, and he said, yes, Mother loves you, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I'm not getting paid enough for this. So it's all connected somehow.
Okay. We need
All
to
right,
get
hold
to
on.
school.
So
And why
I need to know how do you know who I am? Just out of curiosity. Like you knew I must have been a Slayer. Like what? How do you know?
I don't.
Not you.
I don't know what you are.
Stop it. Not you. Literally, I know you're a jock, but like not everything revolves around you, man.
Damn, I want to give you a story plan for that, but that's not this kind of game. Take 5 drama points for this is not all about you. Take 5 drama points for calling out the
I don't know
jock
how to
being a
do
pick me
that, but
girl.
I will.
You have like 20 drama points to start with. Just add 5 to them. Anyone that wants to know about drama points, there is a handout for drama points in the journal in the Roll20, and you can see what the drama points can do and can be used for. Hopefully, everybody can see it.
They're awesome.
If you can't see it, let me know. They're very useful, especially if you're about to die, which probably won't happen in this game.
No, it's totally going to happen, and it's great to have drama points.
I've never murdered a major character in one of my campaigns yet.
Yeah, it'll happen.
How I know?
Don't look at me like that, Isabits. That's a secret. Nobody knows it yet. Shh.
How I know is I know things about people.
Are you a watcher? or in training or whatever? Because you're
She's
a
psychic.
teenager,
She's sensitive.
so
She's
sorry,
a
I was
psychic.
supposed to be muted by the time I cleared my throat. She's psychic.
She's a psychic. I'm a witch.
Oh,
I'm surrounded
okay.
by weirdos.
Yeah, I put the witch together. I was able to put that information together because spell work.
And
Psychic.
By the way,
sit
I'm-
there and act like you're not
I-
one of us.
Are we walking and
Oh,
talking?
him?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Are you? Are you just
I'm
arguing in
asking,
front of
because
Sir
if we're-
Shakes where people
I'm
are
gonna try and push-
magically?
Yeah.
Because one, I don't want to be near this restaurant full of feral people. Two, I don't want to be around the cops. Three, there's bad things happening at the school, and I'm not certain why I'm so interested in making sure it doesn't continue to happen. But I think it has something to do with the whole, well, one, people listen to me, which is weird. And two, my mom sent me to do stuff. So
Yeah, we're going to circle back to that later.
Yeah.
But we should probably go
We
kill
need to go
some
to the
things at the
school.
school.
Yeah, we need
Yes.
to go to
Yeah.
the school.
And she's just gonna like grab
Totally
onto his
Norman.
scruff
Yeah.
and bring him along.
I was gonna say, totally normal jock guy. Are you coming with us, or are you gonna go home?
Yeah, no, he is an avid option. Brr.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
So it will take you, unless you're
Tiny,
going
tiny,
to like,
she's very little.
at least two of you have driving skills. So if one of you wants to drive, then I'll just hand wave that because I'm not going to make you roll for driving for that kind of thing. So you will have about 5 minutes to get to the school. Weirdly, there will be parking, but one of the parking lots will be feral. That is kind of weird. That's not a thing that happens at night unless it's like a event. So you will have 5 minutes in the car if you would like to discuss anything before you get to the school, or compare notes, or ask questions. I'm here to help, or
Piper's probably
make
in the
things
back
worse.
seat.
You know.
Piper's
And I'm
probably in the back
driving.
seat. You're driving? Okay. Yeah, she's in the back seat and she pulls out her notebook from her bag. And she flips through a couple of pages, and on the page where she has Aaron and Carrie and everybody listed,
And Hope. Don't forget Hope.
and Hope. Yeah, all of them. Next to Aaron's name, she's gonna put deceased with a question mark.
That's rough.
Yeah, she's that's rough.
That's rough. I'm gonna pay for that, but man, the drama of it all. Rough though.
So, do you guys have
On
questions
the
for me?
drive there, Simon's going to be like, one of you is very distracting, and I'm not sure which one of you it is.
In what way?
Piper was working in the restaurant, so she now smells like.
You don't smell like the meat. You smell like frying oil. So you basically smell like a giant French fry.
Okay, so I
essentially.
don't actually have like the alluring spell on me because I was around the meat so much.
No.
Okay,
You
good.
smell like cooking oil.
That's
Because
not
you
a
broke
good
the
smell.
word of magic. So you had to smell like something else. So now you smell like cooking oil. You smell like a giant French fry.
I will take it.
That might be what you're smelling, Simon. It smells like there's a giant French fry in the car with you. Like you're ordering at a Sonic or something. Hashtag Sonic, please sponsor me. I think you're probably a thing to be sponsored by.
So did anybody else have a dream that involved Mother?
What?
Did anybody else have a dream that involved Mother?
Yeah.
Cookies.
Yeah.
Did you eat? Did you eat?
No.
What, in the dream?
Yeah.
Or
Did you,
no?
Did you eat? If you did not have a dream about Mother,
I mean, she was mentioned in my dream.
but she wasn't Mother loves you so much all over the place.
Well, okay, so so my dream was a bit.
Did it recreate something that you went through?
No, but okay. So you guys know things. Have you read the Slayer journals?
I don't even
The what?
know. I know
Okay.
very little other than there's a person named that, and that other magical things exist.
I've
Okay,
seen them
so-
and I've heard of them. I knew a watcher.
Okay.
and
Who did
she
you
at
know?
times they at times read from it, but
Okay.
I've never actually read them myself.
So, Simon, I am a vampire slayer. Like, newish, but still, that's what I am. So that's why I'm really strong for as tiny as I am.
How new?
I don't know how new. 6 months. Is that what we said? When did this happen? I don't remember in
So
relation to where we are.
yeah, so like 2 weeks to 6 months, give or take, really.
2 weeks to 6 months, somewhere in there.
No, like so 6 months in the 2 week window where it would be 6 months, give or take. if that
Oh,
makes
okay,
sense.
I gotcha.
So like going one way or the other, but like not like directly on the dot at 6 months. Piper, this lines up with the timeline where people really started disappearing, and when Aaron went to investigate, something happened, and then Carrie went to find, Hope went to find.
Phoenix went to find. Yep.
Actually,
Or did Phoenix
Phoenix
just
skipped town. Something freaked Phoenix out,
of
and
course.
Phoenix just drove away.
Of course she did.
So it's been about 6 months since I was called up. Why? Why do you ask?
I was friends with the last Slayer and the Watcher. And they
So
disappeared 6 months ago, roughly.
okay, so I see what you're getting at. Something changed. If this is at all helpful, something shifted when Buffy stepped down. It's not a one Slayer at a time anymore. So there can be multiple Slayers. You know how like if you've I don't know how much you've read of or how much has been read to you, but you know how when Buffy died in the very, very early stages, and then Faith showed up because Buffy was dead, but then Buffy came back and all that. It's not necessary anymore for a Slayer to die for another Slayer to be called up. So if that's at all helpful, I think I'm sort of like
Also Kendra for our hashtag.
Oh, yeah,
Kendra
Kendra.
stands out there like me.
Kendra
Justice
too.
I
for
really
Kendra.
like Kendra.
I love Kendra. Don't
Justice
get me
for
wrong, I
Kendra.
love her.
No,
but
yes.
I'm a Faith
I
girl.
felt it behooved me to mention Kendra. Yes.
Absolutely.
So you're saying that
but
Aaron could still be alive?
Aaron could still be alive. Yes. Do I know anything about Aaron? GM.
They
I mean, Slayers are
haven't
Slayers, I
really
imagine.
like. So here's the thing about Aaron. When you're asking me that, Piper, you think to yourself, would Aaron have put his name on a registry for Slayers? Does Aaron seem like the kind of person that would be like, I'm gonna definitely sign my name to this thing that is going to like let people know about me?
Honestly, the only
So
reason that Piper even knew that Aaron was a Slayer was because she was so close with Carrie.
yeah. So there is a good chance that Aaron is not in the Slayer journals or the Slayer registry, and he kind of predates Xander Harris's creation of the phone line. So there's a good chance the Slayer hotline doesn't know about him, and he might be like Rogue Slayer number 3 in the like Slayer, because they have like a list of Slayer city question mark, because some activateds are just like that, unfortunately.
So yeah, I don't know your friend, so I can't say for sure. Like I'm not telling you that he is alive, but I am telling you that just because I am a Slayer doesn't mean that he's dead.
Okay.
So if that's at all helpful.
It is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can see the school in the distance, so anything else you
Why do
want
I
to
feel
talk
like I've
about?
walked into the Twilight Zone?
Maybe you
Because you're
have. Maybe it's
refusing
all
to
Twilight Zone.
you're refusing to acknowledge what's in front of your face.
And you were the
You
one
need to
shouting
stop
about
that. That's going to get
full
you
moon.
killed. Yeah. Are you a werewolf?
Yeah. What's up with that?
I'm a Simon.
Are you a werewolf? If you're a werewolf, you got to tell me. It's like the cops. Are you a cop? You're cops. You got to tell me if you're cops. Same thing. If you're a
Yeah, if we're
werewolf,
gonna be
especially
hanging out together, we need to know.
yeah. Are you a werewolf?
I'm a Simon.
I am not going to kill you. Just so we're very clear,
It's
I
no
will not kill you if
judgment.
you are.
Yeah.
In the Slayer journals, there was this ginger guy named Oz who was like dated one of the besties of the Slayer, and like they never killed him. They just tried to help him. So, and then he went off to Tibet or
Look.
something, and like got not fixed. He got better.
Well, this is taking a turn, hasn't it? Look how far you've fallen, Simon. Your girlfriend breaks up with you. Like, hangers on to the jock circle, or now you're hanging out with like a sing girl that apparently thinks they're a Slayer or they're part of a band Slayer. Who knows? Like, look how far you've fallen socially, Simon. Man,
Or
Them's really
So
or
different
far.
how
tricks,
far
isn't
you've
it?
grown.
Right, because we're awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. If you are, first of all, if you are, and we are around you during the full moon, and you fucking wolf out, maybe something we need to know to like chain you up someplace so you don't kill someone in the process, and then let you go after the full moon's over. But like, gotta let us know, man. I won't kill you, and I will protect you. But we gotta know if you're gonna wolf out.
No judgment?
Bethany, please take some 5 drama points for just a sigh from wherever you're sitting in the car. It's like you're like in the driver's seat, right? So you're just like sighing.
I'm
You're
just
just like,
okay.
Mom, why
so
did
all
you send me to this restaurant, Mom?
that was that, and then I thought, do my parents know about werewolves?
Do you
Why
want to
haven't they
call your
told
mom,
me
by the
about
way?
werewolves yet? Wait,
You
do we
can
have a place to put werewolves? Should I ask?
you could call your mom. You have a cell phone. Like, it's for emergencies, and I feel if you pull up to the school that you believe vampires are in, I think that constitutes an emergency.
I
Like,
don't want to get my
as you
parents
pull,
killed.
it's up to you. Just
Plus, if we
to
get
know you have the
arrested,
resource.
they can bail us out, and I can get everybody bailed out.
Get
That's
arrested, but you know, just in case, I guess.
Oh, I guess I did say I was going to call. They might call me in the middle of Pink Panthering around. I don't want to do a prolonged conversation.
Okay.
It would just ask too many questions. I will just tell her when everything's fine.
Cool. So we're going to be approaching the school as you pull into park. Was there anything anyone wanted to do before then?
Yes.
Of course.
Real quick, because I am a Slayer, I imagine I would probably have silver on me.
Yeah.
Like my necklace,
That's
maybe
fair.
would be made of silver.
Your necklace, belt buckle, silver knuckles, a la brass knuckles, but silver.
Like,
I'm not
yeah.
going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what's in your chest of
fair.
goodies, your hope chest as it is.
Okay, so
you
I'm
have
gonna.
something silver on you, pure silver. Not
Yeah,
good
I'm
for
gonna.
werewolves, just noted.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, silver's a
Yeah,
werewolf.
that's the
Noted
idea. That's the
famously,
idea.
yeah.
Great.
Okay.
So she's gonna like take her necklace off, her cross necklace. And what is she, I think she's is she next to Simon? Where are we in the car? Because I know Bethany's
Who's
driving. You're in the back.
So
Are we in
Simon's
the?
actually in the front with me.
Okay, so she's gonna like. She would like to like try to take her necklace off without anyone noticing that she was taking her necklace off, and then like
Cool.
I would
break him
actually
with it.
really like to be able to try and notice that, because I actually had the whole conversation in my head about I should just reach out and touch him, but that would be
All right.
disrespectful and lacking consent, and so she's got that thought in her head right now.
So Fiona, let's do a dexterity with Kung Fu, and then we'll do Bethany do a perception roll while this is happening. Simon, would you like to roll anything to try to prevent this, to try to anticipate this happening? People are asking a lot of questions about you.
I mean, I can smell the silver in the car.
So do you just like roll out of the car as like this is trying to happen or something? Or
Yeah, pretty much. He's gonna do that whole tuck and roll thing.
So let me know how the dexterity goes.
I did get a 19.
Got 19.
I did not
Great.
beat that. I got a 15.
15 is still good. 9 is a threshold. So let's see if anything happens. Simon, let's do a dexterity plus a gun. Let's do a dexterity plus a acrobatics to see if you roll out of the car, and you have to beat Fiona's score of 19. You said
I cannot beat a 19 even if I roll a 10.
You have drama points.
So
You have drama
I
points.
am choosing not to spend the drama points because I have 10.
So here's what's going to happen. You can spell the silver, and you're like, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. That's my Dana Carvey impression for all of you old school SNL kids. And as we go to our kind of 5-minute break so I can get water and so everyone can get like resettled before heading to school, you are half out of the car in the parking lot while a spot is being picked, and like your head is like a little too close to the asphalt, but you feel a sting on some exposed like skin at the back of your leg. And yeah, that's silver. There's some smoke happening as you do roll out of the car because momentum is a real thing. But Piper, you didn't roll for anything, but you definitely just witnessed a werewolf unbuckle themselves and try to roll out of the car before a werewolf was proven to be a werewolf. It was very silly, and you can decide how you feel about it.
Yeah, he'll be rolling on the ground going, "Ow, motherfuckers! Fucking silver!"
I knew it!
Ow!
Why do you lie to me? Why do you lie to me? You think that I don't know what I'm doing? I literally just told you that I told you what I am in the car. I'm not going to say what I am now because we're out in public, but I told you what I am. I trusted you with that information. You didn't trust me with your information? What the hell, man?
Dude, seriously, we just told you.
She's literally,
she is. I'm what I am. We all
all right.
We all have.
I have a question. Are we visible from the street?
You're in the school parking lot now, so anyone looking at the school parking lot would be able to see you all arguing as you exit the car. I'm having such a good time. I don't know.
We're not going to tell anybody. Your secret's safe with us.
We just need to know how to protect ourselves and you when you do in fact do the thing that you do 3 days out of the month.
How about the fact that I've been dealing with this since I was, this big?
How about the fact that we know what we're doing and we can help you?
I don't need help.
I'm
not trying people to leave me alone.
Okay, that's not going to happen now. So you are done. And also consider the fact that I said what I said. Would I actually do the killing of the thing? You are not on the list of things unless you try to kill me. I will try to kill you. So as long as we're understanding the fact that I'm not trying to, you're not going to try to kill me, I won't kill you. And you want to try to kill these guys, I won't kill you.
Piper's going to go around and put a hand down to try to help him up and say, "You're stuck with us now."
Oh yeah, because she's like standing over you, like yelling at you.
She puts her hands down to like help him up, and you're stuck with us now. It's fine. We won't talk about it if you don't want to talk about it, but
except for when you have to talk about it to keep you safe and me safe, because we have to do that. Do you have preventative measures? Do you have a cage? Do you have
can we go?
I don't need a fucking cage. I'm not a monster.
Can we deal with the vampires first, please?
Yeah. It's
why is
where are we in this
lot full?
Where are we in the moon cycle?
Oh, I know where you are in the moon cycle.
I look up.
It's really,
I know where we are in the moon cycle.
Yeah, you're okay for right now. The moon is going to be least of your worries, though. Once you figure out what's going on. We're going to
circle back to this too.
Yes.
Later.
So, fun fact about this particular chant that you hear as you enter the school, because it is coming over the loudspeaker. Don't think about that too hard necessarily. Also, the speaker system allows for wherever you decide to enter from, so wherever you're entering from, you're going to hear it. It kind of sounds like the Who Christmas song from the Grinch special, like Favu Dore, but then it follows up with Mother Loves You and also You, like you're in a Protestant church. So there's a lot of that. Occasionally, depending upon where you are, there'll be the scream of an echo of a scream, I mean. And yeah, so this full-ish parking lot, at least the one you parked in, a chant over the loudspeakers, but the hallways seem empty.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
No, perfectly fine. Lights are on. No janitors, by the way. It's just chanting and
What are they
an
chanting?
empty school. They're doing like the Favu Dore with
Oh,
Mother
okay,
Loves
okay.
You and
Okay.
also Mother Be With You or
Gotcha.
something like that.
Okay.
It's very much like Protestant Grinch music, kind of thing.
So it's less like spell chanting and more like worship chanting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna go with
cult.
worship
I'm hearing a
chanting.
cult.
Yeah. Cult's a good way to put it, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I did hear the guy say that there was a spell being cast. So I don't know if this is a spell or if this is
Okay.
a worship. I mean, I certainly know we had spells put on us. Did any of you wake up with black rose petals on you?
Oh, you mean these? And I'm gonna reach in my messenger bag and I have like a glass spell jar that's full of black roses that has a cork in it. You mean like these?
Yeah,
Your black rose petals are now deep red crimson, Piper.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's different. These were black when I got up this morning.
yeah. My mom had to smudge my room and got woozy when she walked into it. So I don't know how.
Go ahead.
I don't know how smart it is for you to be carrying that specific reagent
Well,
with you.
I thought it was important. I didn't want to get rid of it. And none of you dreamed about something that actually happened to you?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the mine was okay, so basically do you know who Luke is?
Luke?
Or was, I should say, the vampire?
Nope.
Would Piper have heard of Luke from Carrie? No. Okay.
Super
Okay.
obscure deep lore, unless you're the current Slayer with the current Slayer hotline.
Okay.
Luke is like
Me.
it could be Luke Perry, could be Luke from the Bible, could be Luke. Insert famous Luke here. I don't know how many other famous Lukes there are.
On one of the first hunts that Buffy did as a Slayer, like way back in like 97, there was a very, very big, and I mean essentially like physically large vamp named Luke that she dusted.
I mean, he wasn't
my
that
dream-
tall. He wasn't that big. I mean, he was like normal, average height for a man.
He was broad. He was intentionally broad. Like he was tall and like he was a big dude. Like,
yeah. Anyways, Luke was a vampire. He was dusted.
He's dusted.
Okay.
As far as we know, he was alive in my dream. So I called the Slayer hotline and we talked about it. This whole thing with douchebag Xander.
The Slayer hotline. So good.
I was really hoping this was not like real, and I drew blood to make sure it pinched.
Dude.
Also, the back of your leg burns like real bad right now. Like you're not gonna get silver poisoning, but it's just like you got a tattoo. So like the back of your leg is super tender right now. So definitely not a dream, Simon.
So I want to apologize for hurting you. I just when it comes to this kind of stuff, you've got to. If you weren't, it wouldn't have hurt you if you weren't, secretly a wolfy man person. So yeah, we got to be honest with each other, or we're going to die.
As you say, we have to be honest with each other, or we're going to die. A guy falls out of the ceiling with a crossbow on, and literally you can't even get out of the way in the time. And just like a dude, kind of slim, just like falls right on top of you, crashes, and he goes, "Oh God, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh man, this is you didn't drink the punch, right? You
Who
didn't drink the punch.
who did he fall on?
You, Fiona.
Me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Because you said the thing. You said the thing that when you say a
Yeah.
thing like that, a thing happens in the universe.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
And also, he's not holding the crossbow and hold.
I was going to ask, did we lose her to the cat again?
No.
And also, he's not holding the crossbow correctly either, mind you. Like, at any given point, it looks like he could literally take somebody's eye out.
Okay.
It's bad crossbow etiquette, essentially.
She's gonna roll out, or like push him off of her, and then roll out, and then
He's not very strong. It's not tough.
try to grab the crossbow from him so that she can prevent him from like shooting one of my new friends in the face.
Hey, what do you? I can't set up a trap if you're. What is she doing here? And like as you're wrestling the crossbow, Jason looks at Piper and is like, "You're not writing a story about this, are you? Look, it's really embarrassing. Like, just trying to set a trap so that I can stop the vampires. But you're not going to write a story about this, are you? Please don't write a story. It's really embarrassing."
How many times I have to tell people I am not. I'm not on the newspaper.
You're trying to be Veronica Mars. We know what you're doing.
No,
it's weird. People disappear. No one wants to talk about it.
I do, because my friends are missing. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I am not on the newspaper. I'm not writing a story about this. I don't care that you don't know how to use a crossbow.
Well, I'm trying to set up a trap.
I do.
Where are the vampires?
Oh, yes, that's a good idea. They're really scary, and I bolted. I'm not proud of bolting, but I was in the back row of the ceremony. Like 3 kids, they got 3 kids to drink the punch, but there's still like 20 kids that haven't yet. They're trying real hard. I don't know what it's called, but it's like this thing. Their faces went blank. It's not great. I'm better with traps. I'm not so good with like hand-to-hand combat. I'm working on it. I'm not there yet. Yeah. Well, I see when I crossbow for the trap, it's great because when you open the door a certain way, then the bolts go out, and they're good for vampires. But that's just not important. It's like the smaller gymnasium where like they do the weightlifting. It's like the smaller gymnasium. It's just that way.
I know where that is.
Yeah. Just
let's go.
Yeah. Just keep going. I'm right behind you. Right behind you. I'm gonna set up a trap. It'll be good. You'll see. That was help? Jason's major. Jason goes, later, we can help later. Don't drink the punch. Mother is bad, no matter what the guys say. The guy on stage giving orders is green and spiky. I don't know what that means, but I don't like it. Don't care for it.
Green and spiky.
Yeah, he's not getting paid enough for this. That's what he keeps saying. So I don't think he's in charge. But no one really seems to be in charge. Just go save the kids that you can. And then yeah, just say no to Mother. I don't know what Mother is. I had a weird dream. No, I didn't have a dream. There were black rose petals. They broke my computer. I saved them. We'll talk about it later. Just go do the thing. I'm going to set up a trap, and we'll see if something good happens. Yes.
Okay. Plan? Anybody?
Vampires?
Yes. What is your plan? That was me and Jason voice. I apologize to Kid if I'm not a good Jason, or if that's what you're not have in mind. But yes. So please go ahead and what is your plan?
Kill the vampires. That's my plan.
I mean, Angry Werewolf is going to go busting through the door.
How many are there? I mean,
not all of us have like super strength and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so...
but you have magic. You have magic. You can do some shit.
I do. I did a really cool thing, but it was in my dream. I haven't actually perfected it in real life yet, but I can
If it
try.
was some if it was
Believe
the
in
mother dream, don't do it, whatever it is.
you.
Of course I'm gonna do it. It's awesome.
Oh.
Okay.
When I wouldn't cut the cake, she stabbed it. Don't. That's bad.
If you see a chessboard, maybe don't play chess. Sorry.
Fraternity
The
houses are
guy.
bad.
What?
Fraternity houses are bad.
Yes. I'll yes.
We're
Generally,
talking about
yes.
bad things from our dream, right? Fraternity houses are bad.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Green and spiky.
The guy who runs the steak,
Shakes.
whatever
The
that
place
place
where
is.
the burgers are out of this world.
I had a vision about him that he was talking on the phone, talking about all this stuff, which is why I was looking for the blue-haired girl. And he was green and spiky. And then when I mentioned green and spiky to my mom,
Wait, you told your mom about this?
she recognized it. And she hasn't told me about it. And yes, I can talk to my mom about this because it's a whole family thing.
That's cool.
Do you come from a long line of psychics who helped slayers?
I'm still learning that. There's kind of a lot.
Okay. No, good. That's good. That's good. I
But
think
she
that's like a Western
is
thing
the one
too.
who told me if there's a slayer, make friends with her.
Are you coming,
Sure,
or am I
but-
busting down this door by myself?
We're
You're not a
We're
wolf
going.
right
No, I
now.
need to-
I'm not sure how
I need
you
to
think you're
baseball
going to
bat.
bust things down. You're not a wolf at the moment.
I will let you know that as you're going to the location, one of the doors is on its hinges, so it's pretty easy to see what's going on. So there'll be minimal busting, but you can totally bust in a door if you want for effect.
I want him
Someone
to
like-
try and do really poorly, and then to have the tiny little slayer come along and just bust it open for him because it's funny.
It's that thing where someone broke the door and then put the door back, kind of, so it looks like, but it's that thing is what it is.
Would I be able to do quick illusion
What
on
would
Simon?
you like?
To make him
What are you
look like
trying?
a werewolf, to try to scare people when he bursts in there.
Oh, you want to do so you would have to have seen Simon in wolf form to do, because the quick illusion is something you've seen.
But what about like a movie werewolf monster? Could I make him look like something that she's seen like that?
I'll let you do like the Benicio del Toro werewolf monster movie, but in like a Letterman jacket or whatever Simon is wearing.
Amazing. That is what I want to do.
Amazing.
Hold on.
So
I found an image online that I'm using for him, and he is wearing a Letterman jacket. I must point this out.
okay, so we'll do the Benicio del Toro wolf in a Letterman jacket if this quick illusion succeeds, which is willpower plus occultism. There's no penalty because this is one of your better known spells. It just won't blink unless you decide you want to blink.
18.
18.
18.
That's great. You create a Benicio del Toro wolf in a Letterman jacket. Simon, the blue-haired girl just crafted a wolf out of thin air, but you're not surprised because she once crafted a version of herself out of thin air. This one blinks though.
I'm getting better.
I don't know if you're flattered about this portrayal of you or not. So
You look amazing. No, go scare them.
fabulous. Would you like to break down the door for effect as the chanting is going on, and you can now, as you get closer, hear not so silent weeping from?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Please give me strength, and I guess this would be getting medieval because the door's not a person. But let's do strength plus getting medieval. I guess let's do that.
13.
13. The door goes a flying. It's not great going on in here. There's a guy at a podium on a little stage who is in fact green and spiky, who keeps calling into a mic, just do it. The quicker you drink, the quicker we all get to go home. He's very fed up. He has that voice of someone that has been talking for too long and is like, just do this so we can get out of here, please. There are 3 vampires, one of which who is wrestling with Chloe. Chloe Nelson is in this room, currently pushing away this punch bowl that the guy is like trying to like do like a thing. They're past like using cups and being nice about it. Now it's just basically getting trying to people drink from this giant ass punch bowl. And Simon, because you're first in the room, I'm gonna have you do Dex plus 10 to see what your initiative is.
Okay.
And you're gonna get probably first swing at this.
I got an 11.
Okay. All right. I got a 13. But I'm gonna say you have the element of surprise, and that's not a thing in this game. Because the vampire was not expecting the door to break down, was not expecting a cavalry of any kind. He goes, "Oh, come on! We're having enough trouble with like the other ones. Who are you? What are you doing? And you brought a werewolf with you? That's not gonna scare me." And he's like full vamp face now. More importantly, Simon, that's Chloe.
Okay.
Girlfriend. Oh, okay.
The girl said no. I'm holding on to the door, so I'm just gonna hit him with the door.
Ooh, I like that. Intriguing. So it's more like you're going to be throwing the door because they're not right next to the door, but like you are even when you're not in wolf form, you are still very strong. So give me that strength plus, I guess getting medieval again, and we'll see. You're going to toss the door like a frisbee, and then everybody else is going to give me a dex plus 10, which is going to be initiative.
17.
You know what? Let me go ahead I'm going to go ahead and use a drama point to give myself plus 10 to this.
I would do that.
Right.
I a big believer in that. Piper, you got a 20?
Mm-hmm.
So I got a 21 to hit him with a door.
Nice.
So Dex plus 10 plus a D10 or Dex plus a D10?
Dex plus a D10 is your initiative.
Okay.
All right. So that's very good. You deck this vampire. They're still holding on to the punch bowl as they go flying. They get splashed with a whole bunch of the punch, and they go, "Oh, come on! Don't let it get in your mouth! Don't let it get in your mouth!"
I misunderstood you. I have a 12.
Oh, okay. You have a 12.
That's why I clarified, because I was like, that seems high, and also mine seems low if it's what I think it is. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's-
got a 5. I'm not very fast.
That's okay.
Plus, I am hard to kill, but I am also still kind of squishy.
well, you're a magic user. They're all kind of squishy.
I'm gonna be using drama points like a mofo.
That's fine. Simon, what did you get for your initiative? Because I'm writing them down.
11.
11. Fiona, what was your rerolled initiative?
So I just misunderstood the math. So it's 7 plus a 5 on the die, which is 12.
Which is 12. All right. I'm going to have Piper be 12A then, and Fiona be 12B, just since that's when he rolled it, so we can continue on. There are 2 other vampires. They are not happy. One vampire goes toward 3 people that are comatose on the ground in front of the podium. And one of the vampires starts to move over to the kids, most of whom are sitting blankly looking forward in chairs set up like it's a weird graduation. But not Some of them are trying. Fiona, Carol is in this room.
Who?
Hi. So Carol was the girl with short hair
Carol,
that
yes.
you took to the bathroom with you.
Yes. Is she comatose?
She is not comatose.
Okay.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Bethany. No, not Bethany. Bethany, who did you interact with at school?
Raj.
Raj? Raj? Raj is comatose.
Shit.
Piper?
Mhm.
Who'd you interact with at school?
I don't think I interacted with anybody, did I?
I can't remember. I'm going to say
I interacted with the
you
librarian.
recognize, yeah. You recognize Cindy, who's kind of Fred and adjacent, does
Oh,
some
yeah.
goth stuff.
I overheard. I was eavesdropping on Fiona and Carol.
Yeah, so, but you didn't see Carol.
Oh, okay.
But you do know Cindy.
Mhm.
And of course, Chloe is in there. And even people that aren't in your friend circle knew you were going out. So they may not know that she's your ex because that's relatively a recent thing. But there's some personal stakes here for you and it may also help you put some pieces of the puzzle potentially together. But let us continue through this. Piper, I'm going to have you next as I try to untangle these combat rounds that I've begun so that they will make sense.
Okay. So you said two of the vamps were going towards some people, right?
Yeah, so one of the vamps is going towards three kids that are comatose on the stage, and one vamp is going towards where some of the kids are kind of just sitting there staring forward as if they're waiting, and a couple of them look like they're struggling with something. And then there's the one that is not dusted by any means, but got rocked by a door that is currently holding a punch bowl kind of close to the podium, but not, yeah, is kind of across the room. It's not enough that I need to do a diagram of it necessarily, but like, hopefully you're getting the visual spatially.
The one that is going towards the stage, towards the kids that are in comatose.
Yeah.
I
By the way,
really
you
want to
saw
do
Hocus
that.
Pocus. Everybody probably saw Hocus Pocus, right?
What?
Everyone has seen Hocus Pocus?
I have, yeah.
Movie, Hocus Pocus, Bette
Mhm.
Midler, I Put a Spell on You, that kind of thing. Anyone can see this. This is not like a magic thing. The daughter, no, the sister that like the sister at the beginning of the movie before they turn Thackeray
Emily.
into a cat,
Her name's
Emily.
Emily.
That color, that kind of like aura color thing is going on, but it's this like kind of black purple color. And even if you are not magically sensitive, you can see it on the people that are comatose.
Okay. Um, I really want to do that, but that's probably a really bad idea. 'Cause there's a lot of flammable stuff in here.
I think you should pursue your dreams of bad ideas. You never learn and grow without going through the bad idea
You have no
phase.
idea how badly I want to do that, but I'm really, really scared that I'm gonna light the school on fire and I'm gonna burn the school
You're
down.
living Calvin. You're living Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes' dream. This is your chance.
I
Like,
know.
come on,
Um,
just do it. Like a Nike campaign.
I really want to, but
You
no,
did
I'm
it in
not
your
going to be
dream. You did it in your
I
dream. You
did,
said it yourself.
but
You did it in your
I burned
dream.
the house down too in my dream.
I mean, but that was like,
Petty
you
insignificant
know,
details.
just
So okay,
it's up to you.
I am gonna go towards the one that's on the stage, and I'm gonna kind of mind blast him away from the kids. Um,
Cool. Do you have Nerds of Steel?
no, no.
Great. Great. You've seen vampires before, but this is slightly unnerving and the stakes are a little higher. So, without Nerves of Steel, you can do telekinesis, but there's a lot of people around, so there's actually kind of a -2 penalty to
Okay.
this.
Okay.
But yeah, you can totally telekinete any way that you wish to do, if that's what you wish to do.
Is there? So I had really, really good luck. I got really lucky the last time I tried doing this, not in the dream. Is there anything protruding somewhere that I can blast the vamp? That I can aim the vamp towards?
No, unfortunately, this is like a safety school, so like all the corners are round. Kind of a bummer, actually.
13.
You can still throw them like a pinball. All the vampires are male, by the way. No female vampires in this room.
17 minus 2, so 15.
15. Where would you like to yeet the vampire toward?
If there's nothing that I can yeet them into, um, um, I don't actually know. Away, as far away from the comatose kids that I can, maybe into a wall, like across the room or something.
Okay, yeah, you yeet them across the wall. It is not enough to dust them because they don't go against anything pointy,
That's fine.
but not like that by any stretch of the imagination. They seem to be taking it personally that you made one of them fly. The vampire that's going towards the kids that are dressed in the chairs is like, hey, what's the deal? You're all supposed to be like with the meat.
I'm vegan.
Ugh, kids today. They're all vegan. It sucks. Fiona, your turn.
She is really impressed with the whole thing. Like, she's really impressed that a non-slayer just threw a vamp across the room. Like, that's awesome.
With their mind. Like, not
with their
with
mind.
fists. With their mind.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I love that. But she is going to try to yeet the vampire that was like, fucking kids today and their vegan nonsense. Like, she's going to try to well, not mean to eat him. She wants to dust him if she can. And if, like,
Great.
get rid of him.
I will say that you, as a slayer, have a pointy with you somewhere on your person.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's like an emergency pointy. And there's no greater emergency than this particular this particular moment is the emergency this Mr. Pointy was made for. So please give me that good old-fashioned dexterity plus getting medieval. I don't think you'll need anything else, but we'll figure it out if we need to add something to it. I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. This is what you're made for.
Yeah. So that is so Dex plus getting medieval is make sure.
With qualities, like if you have fast reaction time, you can add that as a quality. So fast reaction time as a quality can help in combat specifically for when you do getting medieval stuff.
Okay. And how does that work exactly?
You just add the however many points you have in it to your like score, essentially. Like so you're adding dex. So you're adding the
right.
Dex.
Fast reaction time. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it hard to? So it's saying qualities are attractiveness +1, fast reaction time. It just says part of the Slayer quality. It doesn't actually give me a number.
Okay. We'll just say it's part. I'll look that up later, and I'll add in later if I need to. But
so fast reaction time, gain a bonus to initiative by +5.
+5. Oh, goodness. All right, so that's 12 plus 5. So that's already a 17 plus a 3 on the die. So that's a 20.
And you get a +1 to willpower test to resist fear.
Cool.
You don't need a fear test right now. It's weird, but it's nothing quite as weird as the things that happen inside your head as a teenager.
I love how getting a 2 or 3 on a die and this just doesn't matter because it's like all the other stuff's good enough.
I mean, there are some things where it will matter that you do not have specializations in at this point. But for doing this, you are built for this. The vampire's not happy. You are very, very animated about doing this, so you are able to hyper. It's kind of shades of the way things were not even a year ago, where you watch a vampire go to dust for what it is. Um, Simon, we're gonna come back to you because you did the door thingy. Um, and so then we're gonna go to Bethany, and then we'll start the top of combat round again with everyone in their actual combat order. So Bethany, uh, so that was a vampire. One went flying. Another vampire is turned into a pile of funereal ash, as it were. A whole bunch of stuff happening in this room with your fellow students and the dude who's no longer wearing his human face on stage, by the way. He is green and spiky.
I may have the PC glow, but I've only had it for like 3 months, so this is all new. So I'm not going to go running into combat. What I am going to do is try and get to some of the kids who are sitting up and try and shake them out of whatever is keeping them held. That does mean I am going to have to. Well, I'm going to grab them by the clothes. So
Give me willpower plus occultism.
willpower for occultism. 3, 7 plus 7, 14.
14. The first one you grab, you see the dream that they had where they were approached by Mother. And what you did differently in saying no, they said yes in some capacity, sometimes without realizing they were doing it. This particular person you grab is having like that Willy Wonka dream where Mother is Willy Wonka and they're one of the kids signing that contract at the start of the factory tour that you can't see the bottom of. And it's like that in perpetual in your mind.
Can I basically can I do anything to basically force telling them don't sign it, break the cycle?
I want you to give me, if you do that willpower occultism roll again at a -2 as your second action. Try it again.
Well, I got a 14 again, but that's -2. It would have been a 16.
All right, you get a 14. That is enough because 9 is like your you need to get 9 in order to succeed in this game.
Well, I'm pretty good at the willpower and occultism, so
one of the people like struggles, not the Willy Wonka person, but because you had grabbed you grabbed 2 people, right? You were doing one.
Yeah.
So the other person is having a dream where they were stuck in a fishbowl, which is very strange. But they mermaid themselves out of the fishbowl as it is. Like it's a weird reverse Ursula aerial mermaid thing or some version of this where we won't get sued by Disney for using mermaid-like characters. So it's like that, but it's like a reverse of that, and they kind of silly slap Mother with their fins as they swim away. And the kid that was rigid now just kind of sinks in their seat, exhausted. You can still feel a pulse, so they're not dead, but like whatever is going on takes an immense toll mentally. And so you may have saved that person, but their body is just like, and nope, I'm done. I'm also not convinced at a -2 rate that you'll be able to get to everyone in time, but maybe. Or you can think
but I
of
do
another.
have drama points, and I now know that it works.
You do know that it works. Let's see. let's see what you can make happen. Vampires are not happy. They're all getting up. The guy in green is making a run for the exit, by the way. For anyone keeping score, he is not eager to be in this battle. In fact, I will give this general for the room without perception. The vampires aren't really all that interested in fighting you. Not really. I mean, one of them is dead. Yeah. One of them is dusted, but more of them are like, you get the general sense when they start grumbling under their breath about not being paid enough for this, is that this is not a cause for them. This is like a minion job thing that has gone. This is like a Shadowrun event for them, where they are on the wrong end of the Shadowrun event, essentially. This is a very much you're trapped in here with me Watchmen moment, and the dawn is beginning to break. And they are trying to go up business as usual. The one with the punch bowl is like, you could have punch. We really don't have to do this. And the other one was like, you staked my brother. What's wrong with you? Don't you have any feelings? Yeah. That's really the face you should make when a vampire shows that. Okay.
He's going to take a deep breath and try to stake him as well.
Oh, it's not your turn yet, though.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry.
I'm trying to put the things back in the order they were in, so we're in the actual proper comment. So you're fine. Because Piper has to go before you can go, so that I can keep to what I've got on my paper. Piper, they're not. They were yeeted, which was very satisfying, but they are still alive.
That's fine. How far away is the green guy from me?
The green guy is trying to make a dip for the exit behind, like to the left of the stage. So there's no movement action in this game necessarily. There's like a dexterity for running, but we don't use it. So like, there's no like you can only move 40 feet. It's not that far. You'd be able to get to him even if you ran. But he's not feeling the mother love anymore as it is. He's not pumping up the jam.
I don't necessarily want to reach him. I want to yeet him with my mind to stop him from running.
You just want you could telekinetic freeze him in his tracks or something like that.
Yes,
oh my god,
what I would like to do.
Yeah, that's just another type of telekinesis, really.
What?
Telekinetic. I can't say it, but telekinetic.
Oh, telekinetic.
Telekinetic.
Yes, but telekinesis.
He will be telekinetic.
Telekinetic.
I want to freeze him in place with my mind.
How did you do for your score?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, because you yes, I agree. I think you should do that, but you have to succeed on the willpower plus occultism in order to use the power.
This is a heroic feat.
11,
But this is just another day for Piper. Piper's done so much, come so far, but in the end, it may not even matter. 15.
Really
yeah, I got a 15.
Yes. 15 is fine. The guy's like lower half just stops, and his arms are still going, and he's like, "All right, that's bad. That's real bad. I got money.
I didn't
got
say
money.
You could leave.
I mean, I don't really need your permission. I'm older than you. Wait a second. You're my employee."
No, I'm not. And you're not going
Andrea,
anywhere.
what are you doing here? Andrea, why? Why, Andrea? You were going to be employee of the month. Why didn't you eat the burger?
I'm vegan.
We had vegan burgers. They still had stuff in them, but they were made out of beans.
I don't eat.
Somebody told me that's what humans do for beans.
On them.
I mean, it's not. I didn't make the spell.
You're just gonna wait right here until we handle all of this, and then we're gonna have a conversation.
Oh, I hate this so much.
I'm sure.
Not cool. You're fired. You are fired, young
I
lady.
quit, buddy.
All right. That's great. That's living the dream right there. Fiona!
Yeah, I'm gonna try to the one that told me that said, "Don't you have a heart?" She's gonna try to stake him in his heart.
That seems poetic.
Yeah.
Please use Mr. Pointy as you have picked them up from dusting one, and please attempt to dust another.
So it's Dex plus Kung Fu.
Dex plus
What's
getting
that?
medieval.
Getting medieval. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, so they're the same. So
Yeah.
so it's 12 to start, and then another 4 on the die. So it's a 16.
Okay. So the reason the first one staked was because you had such a high score. So you do actually get this vampire, but you're a little left of heart. So like there's a stake, but you're like in the rib area. It was just
Yeah.
a little bit of a weird throw. So they're like, no, 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 come on. I'm just a contract worker. I don't need this. Just a contract worker. At that moment, there's a crossbow that goes across the room, and Jason's head peeks out from the doorway, and is like, "I found my other crossbow bolts," and that vampire is busted by an errant crossbow.
Thanks, man.
Everything's fine. I'm helping. Kit's gonna hate me for that, by the way. That's like the worst Kit impression I've ever done. I'm so sorry, Kit. I apologize. Simon, Chloe has not really had time to process what's happening. Also, they are enchanted. But the dude with the punch bowl is not dead, just kind of not on the ground now, but trying to like get up with the punch bowl. They're very protective of this damn punch bowl.
Okay. The the door is still near him, right? I threw it at him. It's still like nearby.
Yes, the door is right there, next to him. Yes.
Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna curb stomp him. Like, yeah.
How very aggressive of you. That's
How
fine.
very?
Yes. That is definitely going to be more of a strength than a dexterity, I'm going to say. And I'm going to say that's getting medieval. I'm going to say strength and getting medieval for that, I believe. And anything else you think would be appropriate to add as a quality.
I can't think of anything else that I would have that adds to it.
I will say, as a fun fact, damage in this game is all kind of set dressing. So really, bash and stab have the same kind of like thing that happens with them. It's just kind of degrees. So yeah, please bash that monster with the door from the small gymnasium.
Apparently the door was not close enough, so
Oh,
should have rolled my
Okay.
physical dice, but I rolled using the dice
It
roller because I
happened.
was trying to figure it out. But now I got an 8.
You have a lot of passion, and Chloe's like, Simon, are you rescuing me?
Yeah, he's ignoring her. He's still mad at her.
That's fair.
Ew.
Bethany, truly love does not conquer all. Bethany, it's your turn. Lots of things have been transpiring, including apparently somebody has a crossbow that probably shouldn't have a crossbow.
boy.
I'm focusing on trying to break the kids out of the other teenagers out of their dreams.
Right. How many do you want to go for? Because we can do this in a succession of rolls, essentially.
Do
And
I go down
basically-
2 every single time?
Yeah, but you can do it as many times as you want until you're into like negative points. So, I mean, really, how many times do you want to attempt this? Because there's no mechanic. There's no mechanic, as far as I could tell, for Magic where, unless you're doing a ritual that expressly says your energy runs out.
There's
Unless
like
you're concentrating while you're doing it, there's
yeah.
not really mechanics. You could just do -2 until you stop succeeding, essentially.
I guess I will.
I will eventually give you magic fatigue. If we get to like 10 people and you're succeeding, I am going to start fatiguing you because that's just a lot for anyone to do. And you do have to have a limit, but like there's not really a mechanic in game necessarily.
I think I want to do like 5, and by that time, all the vampires should be done, and then I can call my mom and say, "You guys got to come help deal with this."
All right. Willpower plus occultism, and then just do that
Okay.
5 times in a row until you start getting 9 or low. Until you start getting lower than 9, essentially.
Okay, that's
So
17. So 16. Oh wait,
16.
hold on. I
You
actually
don't
need to.
yeah,
Is it minus
okay.
4 now?
So it's -2 for the first one, and then -4 for the second.
Okay, so
Then
that's actually
-6 for the
14.
So the first one has no penalty.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
where it starts the new combat round. So the first one
16.
has no penalty.
I couldn't do the second one. I got 10 minus 2 is 8.
Yeah. All right. So you get one. You get the Willy Wonka kid. Willy Wonka kid stabs Willy Wonka mother in the eye with the ballpoint pen.
Mhm.
And then they just slump over in their sheet. I'm going to say at this point, actually, just because it's only really been 3 months, and you've been describing your gift as a party trick, that this is actually an intensely sincere use of this.
Yeah,
It's
which I
actually,
hadn't been doing before, so
yeah. So it's one of those things where like, whoa, this is something, but you're getting there. Uh, the vampire with the punch bowl saw the door and was like, well, my boss is frozen. Maybe I can get out of here. And they're headed for the door, not having a good time, not getting paid enough for this. It's not their day. They were 1 day from retirement. All of the things that you can think. They're running out of that door, but still holding the punch bowl, which is weird. Piper, it's your turn.
If I just want to keep holding the green guy,
Yeah,
can I do
I'm
anything
gonna
else?
say that. No, I think because telekinesis really isn't concentration, but just because of how combat works, I'm gonna
Right.
say it needs to be concentration to
That's
continue. Because otherwise, he's gonna leave.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm
Like,
gonna keep him in place.
do you want to say anything to him or anything you want to do outside of that?
Who is mother?
What do you mean? It's I guess she runs the company, the Sunnydale Meat Company. I don't know. Like, got a dude that calls that works for the corporation. Like, it's mother. I don't really believe in this shit, but like they do. So like whatever. Mother loves you and whatnot. I don't care. I don't get paid enough to care.
She runs the Sunnydale Meat Company. Okay.
Gross.
I'm just gonna keep holding him in place for now.
All right.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Fiona, there's one vampire left, bearing a punch bowl, trying to run. Not so interested in.
I don't care. I'm gonna kill him. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna dust him if I can. So
please attempt said dusting. Again, there's no movement in this, so it's really just dust, unless they get really far away. So yeah.
So same thing, Dex plus getting medieval. So that's 12 to start, and then it's that's a 22.
That's a 22. Great. You catch them. You do like the. So no, wait. So here's the question: are you not trying? Because you have to go over and get Mr. Pointy out of the vampire that didn't. That didn't dust. So are you going after one with punch bowl, or are you getting the one the dust that got away, as it were? Is it all dust in the wind?
So what she's gonna do is
it's your very own Sophie's choice, except you're Fiona. It's your very own Fiona choice.
So I thought the one got dusted by the errant.
Aaron
Oh,
crossbow
no,
bolt.
yeah, he got dusted by the crossbow
Okay.
from Jason. Never mind. I lied. Yes, you are
That's okay.
correct.
So she's gonna pick up her steak from, I'm assuming, the ground.
Yeah. Or you
and
can pick
she's
up the
gonna
crossbow bolt because they're both
No.
pointy, and one of them is coated with silver dipped in holy water. Which
Right, but I feel like one would fly better from like my hand because what I want to do is what
Okay.
I want to do is I want to pick up it. You can tell me which one would do better with this. I feel like the weight of a steak would do better. Granted, I know nothing about the weight of a steak and the physics of all this, but here we are. So she wants to pick this thing up. Do you know that gif of Buffy where she like she picks up a steak and like twirls it for a second? It's like ah.
Yes.
So she wants to do that and then just kind of like lob it at the running away vamp. She's not going to move.
Yes.
She's going to throw it and hit him
Okay.
in the heart.
I'm going to give you this option. So if you want to do an aim with this and give up actually rolling, you can get I can't remember what aiming is. I actually have it written down. Let's see. So aiming will actually get you a bonus to the actual like thing. So let me look and see.
She also had like a 22.
I had
so.
22 to start. That's why I figured it was probably a pretty good bet.
Okay, you got 22. So I'll just give you the bonus to it. So so this will occur at the end of combat. Give me a perception.
Okay.
Without notice, just a straight perception, and we're just going to add that to the 22 and see how you do.
Okay. How does perception work on here?
So it's whatever the perception score is as an attribute, and then with a D10.
I don't have perception as an attribute.
It should be on the first page.
Right, there it is. Got it. Yep, sorry.
I was like, wait, I hope so. You need that.
So, a D10 is, so that's an 8.
All right. So I'm not going to wait to the end of the combat round for a very important reason. You may be a new slayer, but you are proving your worth because you do the stylized Buffy thing. You throw the stake. Anyone close watches it go right by the spiky green dude, who, by the way, does have a name and an actual physiological thing we can do. You don't just go through the vampire. Your stake goes through the vampire, dusts them, and then breaks the punch bowl. And as the punch bowl breaks and the punch scatters, all of the kids, even the comatose ones, just kind of drop. The ones that were comatose, well, so they were all in chairs, but they were like sitting very tensely and like upright, and so they just kind of slouch in whatever Bethany was doing, but on a much bigger scale. And the ones that are comatose in front of the stage continue to be comatose, but they no longer have that weird black aura thing around them. And the manager of Sir Shakes goes, "Oh shit, that's bad. Look, guys, I'll give you just General Lerman goes, look, guys, I'll give you whatever you want. Just let me go. Never heard of each other. Like, I didn't even care about Sir Shakes. This wasn't even my dumb idea. You know, I was here to make money. I'm just a middleman. Like, I'll give you what you want. Do you want the money?
Who's your boss? No, I need to know who your boss is.
I don't know, some wacko named Luke. I don't know, man. Just like
no.
What? That's the guy that calls from the place. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, listen, hold on. Back up, rewind. Luke?
I mean, I'm frozen. I can't back up anywhere.
Same name doesn't mean it's the same person.
I imagine that we're not going to have two different people with the same very, very, very white man
name.
Yes. I mean,
yes,
it's a common name.
It's common.
Okay, so describe Luke for me, please.
I don't know. He has a male voice.
That's not helpful. Is he a vamp?
I've never met him.
Is he a vamp?
I don't know his Listen, lady, I just get paid to do stuff. Like, this is what Brackens do. Brackens just get paid to do stuff. Okay, I don't need this. All right, I'm just hired help. That's all I am.
call him for me right now. Put him on speakerphone.
Well, I can't. I only call him from the phone at the office. I'm not going back to
All
that
right,
restaurant.
well, go to the
Go back
office.
to that restaurant?
I will
don't
take
wanna
you.
go back
I
to
will
that.
take you. I will take you to the office right now, and you can call him because what?
You've seen what that meat does. I don't want to be ripped apart. No, thank you.
You know, I could call my parents at this point, and they know who he is.
Who? The boss?
No, she's pointing to the spiky guy.
Yeah, your boss.
Who's pointing at me? I'm facing the wrong way. What's happening? Am I being pointed at? What's going on? Let's not play the pronoun game. All right.
Could
You kids have a lot of power, and
could
you're
you
going to
maybe
piss some
touch
people
him?
off.
And oh no, I guess
wanna-
he's not seen him. Never mind.
No,
Listen, you kids don't know. Like this is.
But would you be able to hear
look,
his? Would you be able to hear his voice? Because if I can, and then if you touch him and then you touch me, can I like by proxy
I don't.
hear
I
what you're
don't
doing?
have any clue if that
Can we
works this
try?
way.
Can we try? Is he frozen? Like if we touch him, will he like stay frozen, or could he potentially hurt?
Can I maybe re-roll to see if I can freeze him from the neck down so that he can't like touch them?
Yeah, let's have you do a willpower occultism roll to see if you
Because
can.
I think this is a really good idea.
rearrange the deck chairs on the Titanic as it is. Simon, while this magical stuff is going on, there is an illusion of you as a werewolf in the room. There are other teens in the room. There's some psycho with the crossbow in the hall. Apparently,
I would like to retroactively say that I dropped that right before the kids started waking up, so nobody actually sees him that way.
All right.
And then I got a.
You don't need to retroactively because it's happening now. None of the kids have woken up. They're all very
Then
exhausted.
yeah, I dropped that so nobody actually sees him like that, and then I got a 14 for my roll to freeze him from the neck down.
Okay, that's fine. Now, this poor general manager of Sir Shakes that was serving addictive meat is now frozen from the neck down and is just like glaring at you and just being like, just think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing.
Oh, I am.
Like
he's lucky I didn't light him on fire.
Yeah,
he can
Please
still
light
move
me
his
on fire.
head. So maybe
Please do
touch
that
him on
instead
his
of
back.
this. Just light me
freeze
on
him.
fire, okay? I would
don't
love to
tempt
be
me.
lit on fire.
Don't tempt
Listen, do you want me to dust you? Because like if you don't stop talking, I will
Wait,
put a stake in
I'm
your
not a
face.
vampire.
Wait, you can
don't
dust him?
me.
You know what's gonna happen though? It would hurt a lot.
I mean,
If I put-
but then I wouldn't
if I
have
put-
to deal with whatever. Listen,
So,
lady,
It may not dust
they
you, but
use
it
the
would definitely,
phrase
like, if
"mother
I put-
loves you" in normal conversation. You think they're going to
No.
let me live after this? I think I'd rather have you light me on fire.
Shut up.
Okay. Can I light him on fire when we're done with this?
I mean, if you want to try Jet of Flame, you just have to drop
Hold on.
telekinesis, so it's up to you.
Hold on.
What?
1 second.
Start of the dark.
You pointy guy.
Very early. I have a name.
What is it?
What's your name?
Jake. Well, technically Jacob.
Okay.
I'm like going by Jacob. They call my brother.
Right.
My brother
So-
calls
so-
me
so
Jake.
Jake.
We don't care.
Jake.
No one cares. Stop it. No one
Level
cares.
with me here. Level with me here.
All right.
You've called this Luke character from your office phone.
Well,
Does he have a specific phone number you call?
But no, it's just like it's like a business line or something. I don't know. I just call him.
Okay, you don't punch in a specific number. You pick up the phone and he answers?
Yeah, that's how. It's yeah. Is that weird? I don't know. I'm not like. I
It's
just
weird, dude.
assume that's how phones work. I don't know how
No.
phones work. Like, I'm like 300 years old, man.
You don't dial a number. You just
Hold
pick
on.
up the phone.
Do you have like a button and extension for Luke? Like a button for Luke?
Yeah, it's a little.
No,
it's the little blue button. I press the blue button, it goes
Okay,
right to Luke.
that's how business
That's all.
phones work. It's fine. Okay, can we do this? Since I don't know how long the spell's gonna last, can we do this thing, please?
Yeah, just touch. He can still move his head, so just in case he
That's
tries to
fine.
bite you,
Bad
do it on
idea.
the back, maybe.
So yeah, if
I'm
you
not
can-
going. I'm not. Just don't touch the spikes. They're not. They'll just hurt. Okay. It's like you got
Okay.
those little bush things here where
Okay.
they get stuck on your foot. You know, it's like that.
That's-
So just
that's-
don't
Alright.
touch the spikes.
Bethany,
It's not difficult.
Bethany.
It's not
Yeah,
rocket science.
I have no idea how this is going to work.
That's fine. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But let's just try it. And then we'll go, this is plan A. We'll have a plan B. Plan B is we go back to the restaurant and we dial Luke up. But
I'm not going back to the restaurant. You're gonna turn me into a flame before you do that. I'm not going back to the restaurant.
You know that I can just drag your ass there, right?
I mean, then you will do so, because I'm not going back to that restaurant if I can help it. I'm not being paid enough for this. This is a hassle.
I am going to use a drama point for heroic feat once we're up there, because I don't actually know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to connect the two of them.
All right.
And basically I say, don't think about how Luke sounds.
All right. Then give me that willpower plus occultism, and we'll see if this does the thing.
Okay, so willpower plus occultism plus a D10 is 15 plus 10 is 25.
Oh my gosh. Holy shit.
So I want to let you know there is a mechanic that you came very close to, where if you succeed too much, by 29 or over, you succeed, but something really bad happens. So you were nudging up to that line. So that could have been really bad. But you didn't hit that line. 25 is just mean you're really good. Like, yeah. So Fiona, the sound on the other end of that line makes your skin crawl. That's that.
Do I hear this too? Because I'm conduit.
You do, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything to you. Fiona's reaction to the voice tells you everything that you need to know. But yeah, it really... what strikes you is it sounds like a normal, like, delivery, like, if you've... like, car rescue isn't a thing, but it sounds like a normal, like, meat delivery. It doesn't sound like... it sounds almost too normal. It sounds absurdly normal. Like, he literally was just a general manager at a Sir Shakes.
She's gonna, like, break off from the chain of people real quick. I have to call the he's back. He's been gone for how many years has it been? Like, we're in 2003-ish, is that right?
We're about 2005, and that would have been in 97.
So 8 years?
About.
Okay.
Seriously, just light me on fire. This isn't going to end well. They say mother loves you. If it's not, I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, I don't want to be part of it. And they're not going to let me live after this. Like, I'm just a demon. I don't need this in my life.
I'm glad you're going to die, but that's not the point.
Look, you're having a reaction. I don't like your reaction. Just unfreeze me. Like, you broke the punch. The spell stopped. Like, eventually the meat will pass through them and they'll be fine. Just, like, you don't need me for this. Just let me go.
No, you're not gonna... I'm not... You're not. You're either gonna get killed by that or you're gonna get killed by us. I don't care how. So that is Luke.
Never become a middle manager. Never become a middle manager.
That is Luke.
I just wanted to make money. That's all I wanted. I said I'm going to make some money, then I'm going to retire to Aruba. So I said,
she's gonna...
should have gone to Cleveland. Should have just gone to Cleveland. Sister said, go to Cleveland. Just go to Cleveland.
I want you to set him on fire.
I get away from him.
Can we take him outside first? Because I might burn down the school.
That's fine. That's fine.
Can we check on the victims instead of burning him right away?
I mean,
like, seriously.
Two can happen at the same time.
I can stay here and help you with the victims and call my parents. Well, Piper and
the
other Jason. Jason will help to stay and stabilize. And just because this is getting to the time where we're starting to wrap up this episode, I'm going to say that Jason lets you know, Bethany, while you're checking on people, that he didn't fall asleep and have a nightmare. He actually had black rose petals come through his broken computer. And he didn't actually have a dream. He got contacted a different way by Mother. And he starts kind of rambling about it. So you're going to have to hear the story actually from him.
Yeah,
but, like,
I am.
It was a completely different event.
Finally, I just
Uh,
basically you know what?
Yeah.
Here, check on the vet. I'm gonna call my parents so they can come help this.
All right. Yes. So Simon, are you going to the bonfire, or are you just booking it out of there because it's too weird for you? What would you like to do, Simon?
I'm gonna help check on people because that was his idea, and yeah.
The people are. This is like. So because you were a jock, you know what it's like when coach just pushes you like way too far. It's like a level beyond that. This is the kind of thing where this was like after your first transformation and you came back and there was this like aspect to you that was just like famished and just people start to wake up and they are just it's beyond confusion. It's almost like early not I don't know what other word I'll use the word dementia. Obviously I don't want to make it like
Amnesia?
not amnesia, but like it's not a loss of memory. It's more like there are certain things their mind is just trying to mine shaft and
Okay.
get rid of. So it has that very much like rambling loss of thought sort of thing that is more dimension than
Their
just
brain is trying to explain away the crazy stuff they saw.
yeah. And so having it is one of those things where cops are not going to be called, but so for you helping the kids, you're going to spend more time with Jason. But Piper and Fiona, um, you've got this. They keep saying they're a demon. Um, Demons are not usually green and spiky, and they are not trying to go back to their human face.
Oh, I
As
bet
you're,
before they leave, I say he
yeah.
called himself a bracken. I don't know what that is. And that I said
Bracken. It's
Would I have knowledge of that from Slayerness?
no. It's a kind of a weird specificity. So you
Okay.
don't have it, but the next
Okay.
time, if you ask the next time you call the Slayer line, they might be like, "Oh, this and this," or they might be like, "That's weird." But the way he's acting does not make you think he's an all-powerful demon. It's more
Okay.
like I just want to get the f out of Dodge. Like this didn't work
Right.
out the way I wanted it to. He's still talking about his like sister and Cleveland. And he's just like, I could have just gone to. If I was smart, I wouldn't have done this. Piper, I don't know if you have like a lot of angst about things, but this demon just won't shut up either. Is the other part of it.
You know, if this had been 6 months to a year ago, absolutely she would feel guilty about this. She would be petitioning to let him go. Um, but since 6 months ago, she's a lot harder than she was, and she has a different view of demons and vampires.
Yeah, she has gone full Dark Willow, I feel.
Not quite. She's getting there.
Not quite, but it's you'll yeah. So if you would like to attempt Jet of Flame,
I
look
would
at your spell
very
book and we'll
much.
see if we can recreate what happened in the dream. Bearing in mind, Bethany has warned you against recreating anything from the dream.
Okay, but I'm not in the house, and this is a totally different situation. So I'm not really recreating the dream, is my
Okay.
response to that.
All right.
Okay.
You have it in your spell book. Anything I'm not going to tell you. I'm just here to be a power that be and to watch the world.
Oh.
14? That's with the -3 because I rolled a 17.
Okay. All right. So read the requirement, do the requirement, and
Okay, so
then
she takes him out to the
your
parking lot.
gout of flame because it's called a gout of flame. That's what it's literally called.
Oh yeah, so yeah, she takes him out to the parking lot, and Fiona, Fee, you're gonna need to stand behind me.
Yeah. She's you can see her. You'll notice that even though she is absolutely Slayer and like things are, she knows what she's doing. She does tend to stim a little bit occasionally in specifically stressful situations. So she's like, yeah, it's fine, and she just kind of like see her doing the finger stim, like trying to like process that Luke is actually alive. Like that, it's just like she can't. She thought it was just a dream, and yet here we are.
So
And And Jake is like, if I were you, I'd get out of town after doing this. Like, they're wackos. Nobody who uses "mother loves you" in regular parlance is like all there altogether. Like,
On
I
that,
don't
we
know what's
agree.
going on, but
Yeah, on that we
look,
agree.
I just was a middle manager. That's all. Like, you're all humans. Y'all look alike to me. You know.
Yeah, at that she's gonna put him in a park in the middle of like the parking lot, make sure that nobody else is around, and she's gonna walk.
No Ford Pintos. Got it. No Ford Pintos.
She's gonna walk back about maybe 6 7 yards, about 5 yards, um, and she's gonna hold up her hands, and as she shouts Incendiary, she drops the or right before she shouts Incendiary, she drops the telekinesis holding him in place, and as that drops she yells Incendiary, and fire comes out from her fingers and in a 5 yard long cone, and just envelops him in fire.
That's
He
fucking
doesn't
bad.
even get the U out in FUCK before he is incinerated by Incendiary. Um,
Yeah, we're
so you have a lot of information now. It's not good. Some of it is very unsettling. Some pieces need to be put together. Um, but apparently there is at least 5 of you that said no to Mother. But apparently a lot of people did. I will give the people that helped comfort and wake up others. Some of them are still holding on to their black roses, black rose petals. Not many of them, but some of them offer them up because they don't know what else to do.
I get a bag to put it in. I don't touch them. I just collect them.
Really
But
good
it's
plan.
very much like a triage thing. It's real bad, but it could have been a lot worse because you did save the day, and it's a start of you getting to save the day. Or at least getting to punch and stakes and vampires, which is almost like saving the day and almost as fun. And next time, we'll have even more fun as we return to the newly formed Broken Hearts Club. So much to do, so much to learn. And remember, everyone at home, Mother loves you.